Hello, Libra, to a timeless love variant reading where we discuss however love may be absent or present in your life, or you may just be here because you caught a vibe and seeing if anything within this storytelling time is yours. Please bear in mind a few other details before we get into the reading. I am Master Seventh, aka Seventh, that reads these energies for you should you want to know who she is, what I'm all about, and what I have to offer. There is a link in the description box below where you can get that information. For some insight, I am a master healer who provides remote wellness and or tarot intuitive insights. There are other various links within the description box to help you navigate this channel and gain access to my sister channel. This reading may provide you universal justice if you are here in Libra being in your sun rising and or Jupiter position. Should it be anywhere else that you're aware of or just in search of emotional redemption, you may be interested in seeing the content over on my sister channel. All the content between both are timeless. Whatever brings you there, there may be something there for you. All right. Remember, this is not a one-to-one reading. This is a general reading, so use your discernment to take all of that which belongs to you, leave the rest behind. And both masculine and feminine energies are non-gender specific. You're very much in your feels, Libra, okay? Which is a good place for you to be, yet you haven't entertained that world of your feelings. And I think you've been giving it a shot. I think there are things happened in your last few years of your life that you really just can't escape an ongoing itch that just keeps coming back that's saying, take care of me. And take care of me means you taking care of yourself, Libra. There is a lot of codependency coming up in the residual aspect of this reading. I think you're at least acknowledging the possibility because you're really here adamant towards figuring out how to get rid of negative, danky, stanky energy. And definitely ridding yourself of, you know, of situations or things that could get you more in trouble, or that's people that, you know, you need to make amends with, that it's just not your vibe, your click, and maybe utilizing your time differently. Like you're adamant to look at something in the eye and whatever it is that has something to do with character development of yourself. This may also need some type of counseling or someone wanting to begin some version of counseling, speaking to someone, whether it is a healer of some kind, a therapist, a counselor, a mentor, a life coach. Something you need to speak. You need to learn to speak, Libra. We're not talking about the way that you entertain and leave your impact of yourself when you are out and socializing, or how you show up to your family and friends, relationships of time. No, we're talking about deep cognitive behavioral therapy is needed for an individual in some aspect or another. Six of Cups, yeah, needing to, yeah, that's for me like therapy energy, having to be reacquainted with something and see how it's being introduced to you and how it's affecting you now after not having had contact with it. This is not energy that someone's coming in and recollect, like making amends of some kind and offering closure. This is you learning how to build closure for yourself. All right, you really being adamant here to really focus on all the energy, all your time and attention to reduce any more necessary pain. Now, is trying to get rid of all types of pain doable? No. You can't avoid inevitability. Yet you're also not showing up to a reality. And that's where I see you taking your time to making sure that you come up to that for yourself. You know you deserve it, and one way that your ego is going to make sure that you remember that you are worth this opportunity, this new chapter, this new end and a new beginning. You are worth it. You don't see your worth at the bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. You don't see the steps that it takes to get to where you need to be. But boy, is it enriching with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? The Queen and King are moments you really want to accept a growth of some kind. You know, you don't need major arcanas of Empress energy, Emperor energy to then get your worth, because those are influences within a bubble that doesn't say it's you. But when you see energies of King and not Pentacles, but King and Queen energies, that's when it hits the personal marking of, okay, you're telling me I've reached maturity? Yes, the King of Pentacles is saying you've reached maturity. And are reaching maturity. There is a presence about you that is delightful. There's time being able to be spent with you that is fruitful. Yet within that, I think, is a gift that you refuse to open your eyes and see. There's the Judgment card coming out. And the King having his eyes closed. This is the ongoing problem that you do not know or refuse, because I do see you have been made aware of some kind. That you need to dance in the world of darkness. Whether that means being comfortable in a world where your eyes is closed, then that may that be the answer. But I see that shadow work not integrated in this chapter to come is going to push you back in a place you don't want to return to, because you know what it's like to be in a place and not want to be there anymore. But you were there because you didn't do something. And because you didn't do something, it perpetuated a dark cloud. You didn't open your eyes and bring light of understanding to anything for the moments you closed your eyes. You had an opportunity to learn and grow, and you didn't take it. And you wish in one way for that to come back with the Six of Pentacles and make amends. Yet Judgment here is telling you the material abundance wanted isn't the goal of you learning a spiritual understanding for self. Yeah, Queen of Swords. The intellect doesn't come with how abundant you are materialistically, or the people you have in your life, or the family, friends you want to keep, or relationships you want to hold on to. Your epiphany of groundedness will come to seeing your magic with Queen of Swords, your element, Libra, as well as the King being your element beginning of the reading, to understand who you are, and showing up to who you are unapologetically, without excuses, without needing to be told, go ahead and do it. There's a difference between getting validation that makes you feel safe for wanting to participate in something, and then needing validation versus needing validation that will fulfill something that you think is empty in order for you to then feel wholesomeness to then bring reasonable conclusion. For that, you do not need anybody else's pentacles. You do not need anybody else's sense of worth and value and love, or their intrigue or time of attention to get something that you want in your life. This is not an easy task, and that's why you may need some form of counseling here to help you navigate certain intellectual processes that are amiss, or retrain their frame of mind and thinking, Maybe that's an avenue to consider if you aren't already actively aiming towards it or in it already. Alright, we have the Two of Cups and the Chariot. The Ether has interesting plans for you in regards to showing you your love life, okay? There are conspiracy topics to help individuals within life understand the impossible things in life. And then while you entertain yourself in getting closer to certain understandings, you'll realize that you're always going to be amiss some other form of detail. There's never a perfect way, and since there is no perfect way, there is to also then assume that nothing that is done to you or for you is meant to harm you in any way. So it's to give you permission to feel that whatever may have come in and bound one cup of love in a transaction of the past with you, it's that connection put a nail in your existence that you couldn't understand why it punctured you in the first place. And yet the problem with this is not that you're upset that it happened, for that you wanted it to happen, yet you don't know how to take this nail out and allow it to heal. And what you also may not see is that this nail is just going through the cork of this vial. It's not intrusive in not being able to open up and take the cork out. It hasn't ruined the whole thing. It just put a dent in one. And that's a concept within the connection one or two or anyone involved in a situation couldn't bring to a compromisable understanding. That's where looking in the eye became looking at each other's ego and not being able to say, well, I don't know what is. It's like the ego is speechless. So the ether has more to come in regards to your love journey, your definition of it, the fulfillment of self first and foremost, taking yourself very fucking seriously in order to fucking heal. And this doesn't mean that there has to be a financial loss to heal, yet there has to be a perspective change happening within you so that what could come in more or less for free, you'll see it as value and change. Jeez. I have to travel for this. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Let's try this again, huh? You're so afraid to come out of your shell, Libra. And nobody in this world can make you come out of it until you do. We have the Eight of Cups. Unfinished love story. There's one more cup to go. One more story. Yep. Page of Pentacles, Page of Gems. One more story. And it's gonna get you excited again. You are subconsciously healing yourself a bit via music, shifting energies that you can shift to make you feel better slowly and methodically. You know, in ways that you can show up for yourself. In ways that you can battle having lost yourself and claiming to dignity and pretty much tying up your bootstraps and getting to work. Getting to work on yourself. Yeah, Knight of Vials, Knight of Cups, lots of Cups energy here. Alright, lots of I need to replenish my emotions and regenerate a sense of knowing with myself. Conquer my fears if I have any. Admit them if I know what they are. Speak upon them as if they're a part of my life, yet not taking away from me showing up to my life. So really getting into talkative zone, okay? And talking out, just talking. Talking to be able to see, witness, and dance with the emotions that make manifest with expressing yourself, creating yourself, getting lost in the creation and doing because you didn't before. You have not moved. This has come over your readings before in other ways that you haven't moved, and you're understanding that you're understanding the message a bit more now. That it didn't require physical, actual movement to understand that you haven't moved. There's within you a concept that perhaps understands that about themselves. All right, Libra, I'm leaving it there where it is. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care. Interesting.